Hi, I'm Michael Griffiths, Global Product Director for Microsoft Dynamics. I focus specifically on the retail and distribution industries. Today, we're going to focus on distribution. We're going to talk about the landscape, what distribution organizations are facing in terms of unprecedented challenges in the marketplace, and then we'll talk about technology, more specifically Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012, a solution that really is uniquely positioned to address the needs of today's distribution organizations in a very powerful way. And then finally, we'll talk about Microsoft as a company, along with Dynamics, all of the powerful technologies that we offer to serve that industry, to serve distributors in the most effective way possible. So if we look more specifically at some of the challenges that distributors face, it really starts with their unique position in their ecosystem. They're all about high volume. Distributors are taking orders for goods and then ultimately finding ways to get those goods most effectively and efficiently to their end customers, who may be retail organizations or others. If you look at the entire demand and supply chain, it really starts with consumers who are buying these products. Ultimately, they are now leveraging channels of commerce that they never have before. Places like Facebook, where it would seem that 56% of all consumers now go to Facebook to look for information about products and services. They have access to mobile devices. They have access to channels of information that really make them empowered in a way they've never been before. Retailers are now feeling that pressure to more effectively serve those empowered consumers, and so they in turn have put pressure on their distributors to more effectively and efficiently get goods to them. Distributors then must look to their manufacturers to be very effective and efficient. And so technology plays a key role in how the distributor, who sits right in the middle of this value chain, serve their consumers, serve their manufacturers, serve their retailers in a way that's going to help them win in the marketplace. So that brings us to something that we call customer centricity. This is how distributors are going to use technology to solve some of the key problems that they face today. Managing global complexity. It's a small world, and distribution organizations will often be connected across emerging markets, distribution centers around the world, and so they must be able to manage that complexity in a very effective way. Being able to create an end-to-end supply chain visibility, have insight to critical flows of goods across the entire demand chain in an effective way, and have insight to where those goods are, and empower their employees with the right information to make the right decisions when it comes to orders and distribution. Meeting sustainability and compliance requirements, and then ultimately managing business risk. All of these are critical things that face distributors today, and customer centricity through AX 2012 allows them to manage that. But when you look at technology solutions that have been available in the marketplace and why there's such a great opportunity with Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012, until the release of that product, the other solutions that are available in the market, when distribution organizations are interviewed, the responses that they give are quite interesting. When you think about the cost of ownership, in 91% of the cases, the leadership of distribution organizations would say that that is either a very significant or significant problem for them. The cost of ownership over a long period of time, in many cases, keeps these distribution organizations from being competitive. When you think about business requirements and an application mismatch, basically the technology that they have, first of all, there are too many solutions that they have to deploy, disparate solutions that don't work well together, and in 80% of the cases, 90% of the cases, whatever it may be, these organizations are finding that these application mismatches are causing them extreme difficulty in being effective as an organization. 87% of all distributors that are interviewed would say that they have a difficulty in upgrade. If you're going to make an investment in a solution for the next 10 to 15 years, you need for that solution to grow with your business, to scale with your business. And the architecture and technology that makes up the foundation of your solution is going to play a large part in that. And then finally, in 86% of cases, poor cross-functional processes. And this simply isn't acceptable to distribution organizations who have to, again, work effectively with manufacturers, with retailers, be able to tie together technology in the right way. If the processes aren't working together, if there's not a good flow, if there's not a good point of connectivity, they can't be effective. And so ultimately what you see is that the solutions that have been available up to now simply haven't been getting it done. So with AX 2012, what we have is a very unique, very powerful platform that we then have a global ecosystem of partners who can extend that solution to take what is very powerful architecture, very powerful technology and capability, and extend it with features and functionality that really are critical for today's distribution organization. Things like demand planning and forecasting, sales and operation planning, e-commerce, product lifecycle management. All of these are areas that our global system of partners, global experts can add to and extend AX 2012 so that it really is a strong fit for the distribution organization. We offer technology that fits the business need. We don't ask distributors to conform to very rigid software that just simply doesn't want to change monolithic architecture and applications. Dynamics AX 2012 is all about simple, powerful, and agile. So if we look at those as pillars of AX 2012, it really forms the foundation of the value proposition. From a powerful perspective, AX 2012 is a truly global solution, which is critical in today's marketplace. The solution is available localized by Microsoft across 36 countries, from a language perspective, from a regulatory perspective. And then in addition, we have something called industry coexistence. As we touched on earlier, distributors are in that unique position of having to work effectively with manufacturers and with retailers and others. So from a Dynamics AX 2012 perspective, you get key industry capability across manufacturing, distribution, retail, public sector, and services that's all meant to work together and does work together out of the box. And then finally, from a role-tailored interface perspective, many users of today's typical systems struggle with finding the capabilities, the features, the functions that are specific to them. With Dynamics AX 2012 for distribution, we have role-tailored interfaces that are unique to each individual by job, by role, and so they're going to have a look and a feel that's specific to them. This is going to increase their productivity. It's going to lower training times, increase speed of service, and allow them to be much more effective at doing their jobs. We then look at what is an agile solution. So in agility, we talk about things like a unified natural model so that you can look at graphically the entire layout of your organization and make changes very quickly, very easily that take effect immediately. We talk about a model-driven layered architecture that allows you to make customizations and configurations specific to your business, leveraging other Microsoft technologies like Visual Studio, fully integrated to AX 2012 so that your IT department has flexibility in how they extend the solution, how they work with the solution, and again, allowing them to be much more effective. And then flexible deployment options. AX 2012 allows you to deploy the software in the way that makes most sense for your business, connect to the systems, whether existing or new, that you need so that you can run your business more effectively. And then finally, from a simplicity perspective, the management, deployment, and upgradability of a system is key. We use several Microsoft technologies to help in this case, things like integration to SharePoint business connectivity services for enterprise search, interoperability with Microsoft Office, leveraging Microsoft technologies across the stack so that you have the full power of Dynamics and the full power of Microsoft. And then as we touched on, the ability to upgrade, deploy at the lowest possible total cost of ownership is really critical. Because with many solutions you can add features and functionality, but what you can't add is good technology and good architecture. It's either there or it isn't. And with Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 for distribution, it's definitely there. And so now we look more graphically and give you an example of what we mean by a role-tailored user experience. And what you see here is a dashboard that any individual is going to have specific to their role. It's going to show them key metrics and KPIs. It's going to show them business tasks and workflows that they need to engage on during any given day, reports that are specific to their job. And from this, again, you're going to take your most valuable asset, your people, and make them more productive. So with Dynamics AX 2012 for distribution, it goes well beyond just the automation of process. It goes to the heart of making the people using the system better at doing their jobs. And then we talk about the organizational model and the ability to graphically see the layout of your entire business, the connection points. This is, again, critical. The ability to make changes very quickly, very easily through Dynamics AX 2012 allows you to do what is best for your business, to have visual representation of that, and have specific tools that make working with our system very simple compared to other solutions on the marketplace. And then we talk about product information management. As a distributor, the ability to manage high volumes of products is absolutely critical. And as you see from these shots, Dynamics AX 2012 gives you a simple, easy, familiar Microsoft interface that you can use to effectively manage those goods, filter them, organize them, and manage them in the best way possible. And then finally, using the powerful BI capabilities that's in Dynamics AX 2012 through a graphical interface, being able to see how to plan for your business, how to optimize your business, again, using familiar Microsoft interfaces and powerful underlying technology. So then we bring it back to the idea of an end-to-end solution, and really that's where Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 shines in terms of taking things like supplier relationship management, excellence in logistics execution, combining that with powerful capabilities around supply chain management, financial management, business intelligence, and then finally order management, which lies at the heart of any distribution organization, the ability to take those orders and then move those to your end consumers in the most effective way possible. Customer relationship management, tying together all of these concepts in a very powerful way with a core platform that again is extended through a global ecosystem of partners, local experts that are ready to take our product to the next level. And so if we bring it back to the top, what you see here is that Microsoft as a company, as an organization, has more assets to bring to bear in the distribution space than any vendor in the marketplace through a powerful, agile, and simple solution that's global, that allows you to have capabilities across multiple industries, that allows you to use powerful role-based interfaces to really deliver a solution that's going to help distributors win in the marketplace. And so with that, I would encourage you to go to the Microsoft Dynamics website. A lot of good information that's there about Dynamics AX 2012 from a distribution perspective. Learn more about that, as well as our partner ecosystem. So I appreciate your time and thank you for your attention.